The return of one of the most famous big monsters, ever, is just one of the 5 picks to help you crush your viewing schedule this week. Along with that other monster not named King Kong, we're bringing you Beyoncé in movie form, Oscar winners Natalie Portman and Julianne Moore sharing the screen, a Christmas-themed action thriller, and the return of everyone's favorite group of dysfunctional MI5 agents. It's all coming up on this week's What to Watch.
あの怪物の生態は未知のことが多すぎて
Smashing its way into US theaters is the film Godzilla Minus One. The biggest reason to check this one out, pun intended, is the fact that this marks the 37th overall film in the Godzilla franchise, one that's been going strong for 70 years. 7-0! Dang. Another reason to consider this one is that, if you haven't already, you'll be discovering one of the most groundbreaking filmmakers in the Japanese movie industry in Takashi Yamazaki, who wrote, directed, and did the visual effects for this one. Talk about a triple threat. Plus, this movie about a giant monster emerging in post-war Japan has already become a box office hit in Japan, and so far at least, is one of the series' highest rated films on the tomato meter. Simply put, people saw it, people liked it.
I know that all of my struggle and sacrifice is opening the door for the next.
Also in theaters is a documentary concert offering called Renaissance, a Film by Beyoncé. How's this for a reason to enjoy this movie? It's Queen Bey, a cultural icon and one of the top-selling music artists of all time, with over 200 million records sold worldwide. She has 32 Grammys, the most won by any artist, to go with 26 VMAs, 24 NAACP Image Awards, and so on. You get it. The second reason to check this one out is that Beyoncé seriously knows how to do it. If her 2019 Certified Fresh film Homecoming is any indication, because it's more than just a concert, as this one will cover the creation of the Renaissance album and accompanying visual album, along with developing and putting on the epic world tour to go with it all. It's the full package, in other words. Reason 3 is that the album that this is all based on, Renaissance, was a huge hit. It contained the platinum single Break My Soul, and it debuted at #1, making Beyoncé the first female artist to have her first 7 albums debut at #1. 7! Like, what?
We're so happy to have you.
Thank you for doing this. It's so generous.
Well, I want you to tell the story right, don't I?
Premiering on Netflix this week is the romance drama film May December. Look no further than the 2 main stars of this one for the first reason to check it out. I'm talking Oscar winners Natalie Portman and Julianne Moore, together on the same screen, nuff said. Reason 2 that May December will make your month even better is the intriguing premise, which is loosely based on the story of Mary Kay Letourneau. In it, Portman plays an actress who is studying the life of a controversial woman she is going to portray, played by Moore, who is infamous for a marriage that began when her husband was a minor. Thirdly, this film hit theaters for a short run before moving on to Netflix and is sporting a very high audience score to go along with being a certified fresh hit with critics. In fact, the critics' consensus praises its campy humor and calls it a seductively discomforting watch.
Shots fired, shots fired.
All units, please respond.
Also tiptoeing into theaters is the holiday action thriller Silent Night. The first reason to watch this one is that it literally puts the silent in Silent Night, as in the film contains hardly any dialogue at all, while it follows a grieving father who is getting some much-needed revenge against a gang on Christmas Eve. And that father is played by Joel Kinnaman, the film star and the second reason to get loud for Silent Night. He was great in AMC's The Killing, a must-watch if you haven't already, and has since done his thing in projects like House of Cards, Suicide Squad, and For All Mankind. The third reason to give this one a shot is that it marks the return of John Woo, with his first American feature in 20 years. He's of course the genius behind action classics like Hard Target, Face Off, and Mission Impossible 2, among others.
I know it's not easy being banished from MI5 to my department, but that's on you.
Also premiering this week is Season 3 of the popular Apple TV Plus show, Slow Horses. This spy thriller stars the Gary Oldman as a skilled yet obnoxious and, let's face it, drunk leader of a dysfunctional team of MI5 agents. That premise and Oldman himself pair up for a great first reason to discover this show. A second is that it's based on the popular Slow House series of mystery thriller novels by Mick Herron, which follow the Jackson Lamb character so brilliantly played by Oldman. How do I know his performance is brilliant? The critics told me. Slow Horses already has 2 certified fresh seasons under its saddle, including Season 2 sitting 100% on the tomato meter, and along with praising Oldman's performance, critics credit the series for refreshing the espionage genre. Okay, that's it. 5 picks to kick your December off the right way. Be sure to let us and your fellow viewers know in the comments what you did check out, whether it was on this list or not. Remember to check out RottenTomatoes.com for the latest updates on scores and reviews for everything mentioned, as well as the movie and TV world at large. That's all for today, Fresh Family. Until next week, stay fresh.